Hi friends, Tracy Bish here, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you've found me and I hope that you'll hit the subscribe button. It is Create with Tracy for Thursday and I have an amazing card for you today. It's a Christmas card. It's using one of our beautiful bundles in the mini catalogue called Leaves of Holly bundle, and I love the colour combo of this. There's something about pinks and silvers for Christmas cards. I don't know what it is, but I just love it. So this is such a beautiful card. Now this card is also my card that's for our bundle tutorial for this month. It is packed full of wonderful cards. I must say this is probably the biggest bundle tutorial I've had for a long time. So I think there's 40 odd tutorials in the whole bundle, and so many wonderful cards in there as well. And this is available to all my team members, so that if you're part of the INKY stampers, that will become available free for you. Or if you place an order with me throughout the month of November using this month's hostess code, you will also receive the bundle tutorial as well, so as a free gift. Alright, so let's get going with this card. I want to bring it in first and show you some of the supplies that we've used from the catalogue. So like I said before, we have the Leaves of Holly bundle. These are absolutely gorgeous, not only in the traditional sense, but change the colours up. Also looks so beautiful, as you can see in this card. And you've got some really great holly dies there as well, with some great labels. I'm using Blushing Bride for our ink today, as well as some Versamark and silver embossing powder. I have the red and green adhesive backed pearls, or also the festive pearls I think they've called, and the Simply Elegant twine. You can't go past the metallics for Christmas cards. And lastly, here is my kit. Now the DSP that we're using in the background of the card is from the Gingham Cottage. Now this is in their mini catalogue. You can see it. It's a huge pack. Let me bring it in and show you. You have so many different colours and shapes of the gingham in this pattern. So in this pack, sorry, not the pattern. So really great selection of colours and DSP there. Alright, so I have all my bits ready to go. Now you can find all the measurements in the description. Actually, because this is my bundle tutorial card, there will be no measurements. But if you place an order, you'll get that bundle in your mailbox for free, as well as a handmade card. And you'll get all the measurements that way. So it is a top folding card. This is basic white thick card base. We have a piece of our Gingham Cottage DSP. Isn't this gorgeous? Blushing Bride. You have a big side and small gingham. I've got a piece of basic white thick for our stamping and die cutting. Get it out there. I have a piece of the basic white thick, which is going to be our little design background here, and also some silver foil, which we're going to do some die cutting. So first off, I have my 3 stamps already on their blocks, but I do need to get out my dies. And hopefully you're all getting all your Christmas crafting started and all completed. If you're super organised, I'm certainly not quite so organised. It can be hard to get it all done. And I'm also going to need the largest of the non-detailed or the solid holly, and that solid berries there as well. So we're going to do our little bit of stamping first before we do our die cutting, so it makes it a little bit easier doing it all together. So on my basic white, we are going to bring in our Blushing Bride ink pad, and I'm sorry about the phone in the background. I've got my foam mat. Because this is photopolymer stamps, you want to get a little bit of extra cushioning. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the cushion of the foam mat behind it. So I have my detailed holly leaf. This is the large one, and I'm just going to stamp 2 of those that we're going to die cut out. Like so. and I'll also grab those little berries, and we're going to use the Versamark ink as well as our silver embossing powder. So we're going to heat emboss. Can't not do a card with some heat embossing. You guys probably know that about me already. Now I had planned to do this video actually live, but because we are leaving for on stage tomorrow, I'm just feeling I've got a little bit too much to do, so I thought I'd quickly do this video so the video was right. Hopefully it'll be up by 5 o'clock. If not, it shouldn't be too far away. Because I haven't packed yet and I've still got a few things to do. I did get all my swaps done, so that's super exciting. I'm so glad and so happy that I've got my swaps done. So I'm just going to bring my heat tool, going to melt that powder. So for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Stampin' Up! Do an in-person event once a year called On Stage. The 3-day event's actually happening over in Europe, which is in Vienna, in Austria. So excited for them. They've actually already started, I believe. And it's a 3-day event over there. For everywhere else in the world, so in North America, in the Asia Pacific, we are having a 1-day event. So here in Australia, we have an event that you could go to in Perth. There's also one in Sydney, which is the one I'm going to. And just have to think a little bit to get that right. I'm not completely feeling 100% yet, so we're getting there, actually. So it's actually the smaller of the holly berries, the leaves, but that's okay. So let's bring in our cut and emboss machine, do a bit of quick die cutting. So what we need is our 2 leaves, our pot of berries, and then with the gold foil, we're actually going to be die cutting some of those, I think they're called fir tree leaves, maybe. Anyway, so we're going to do a couple of those. We're actually going to need 3. And I'm doing 2 of the larger ones and then 1 of the smaller ones. So we're going to do a pass through once and then come back through and do the other 2 die cuts that we need. So heading to On Stage Sydney tomorrow. So excited. It is a 1-day event here in Australia just for Saturday. So going tomorrow, we'll be coming home on Sunday. And I've got my swaps ready to go. I'm just super excited. This is the first in-person event that we've had since COVID. And yeah, it feels like Stampin' Up! Haven't done a in-person event for what feels like many years, when in effect I think it's only 2, but I've certainly missed them. Alright, so we're going to add those 2 back through really quickly, and then we can start assembling our card. So once you have all your die cuts ready to go, this card comes together really fast. So this is a really good one to get everything ready, and then you can sit and assemble while you're watching your favourite Christmas movie with your family, or just watching any TV, I suppose, which is always fun. So we're going to bring in our little die cut pieces, and I want to make sure that I just place all my dies in a spot so I don't lose them. I've lost 1 die in my life, and yeah, that's never going to happen again. So here's our card. I'm going to start assembling our card. So we're going to add our little strip of DSP first, and I'm going to use our multi-purpose liquid glue. So just being really careful not to add too much so it's not oozing out everywhere. And then once we've got this in place, I'm going to actually stamp my sentiment piece, which is the Christmas wishes. So there's really great sentiments in this set, and because it is photopolymer, we're going to add our little mat underneath. Let's bring our ink back in, inking up Christmas wishes, and hopefully I can line that up just under there like that. Perfect. Really simple. And then I want to bring in that little square piece of basic white. That's what we're going to be working on now, because this is what we're going to place all our pieces down onto. So our two leaves, I'm going to add some dimensionals to those, and I think I need a new pack. Oh no, here we go. All good. So we're just going to add a few to the backs here. I'm sorry if you can hear a little bit of noise in the background. The shop is still open, so we do have people coming in and out. But I'd rather you have a video with a few noises in the background than miss out completely. So hopefully you feel the same anyway. So just going to take our backings off really quickly. Let me know if you have this set at home and what you think of it. I absolutely love this set. This is one that I didn't get straight up, but I'm so glad that I got it because I really like it. So adding our two leaves down. There we go. I'm also going to add those little sprigs in with some mini glue dots, and I'm actually going to add a couple down. So one at the top area, one closer to the bottom, and it will peek over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my pokey tool and push it back so the glue dot can't be seen. It's really easy to do. This is a larger one. So I'm going to add that one down. Let's add our smaller one in the center. Glue dots are amazing for your craft desk. There we go. So we've got one in the middle, and then our last one here. You could use your green glue as well. These are not essential. I just find they just make it really nice and easy. And then we have our third. So it just adds a little bit more interest. Let's grab some more glue dots. Sorry, some more dimensionals for the little berries. And I'm just going to use my edges so I can cut these ones down. Like so. This must be an old packet of dimensionals because the backings are getting caught up everywhere. And I've just realised I didn't put my ribbon down first. So let's grab this quickly. I'm sure we can fix it. There's always a way, isn't there? Just wondering if I can pop that down, whether it's going to come out the other end. Yes. I think I caught it just in time. So for my faithful viewers that are usually watching and yelling at their screen because I've missed a step, if you've caught me before I've caught it, well done. Okay. So I'll make sure that I've got enough on the side there. So I can do a nice little bow. I actually might do just a double knot just to make sure, make it a bit easier for myself. Perfect. So cute. All right, so now we can pop down our berries down over the top. And now it's just a matter of adding some dimensionals to the back here. We're going to pop up this whole square. Adds a little bit more fanciness. I really think dimensionals add a lot of fancy to cards, so we're going to add a few to give it that good support, which is really important if you're sending your cards off in the mail. You want them to be well supported so they don't flop in the middle. There's nothing worse. And then lastly, we're going to use our embellishments to finish it off. So I'm placing this. It's up on the top sort of thing and a little slither on the side. So we've got more showing on the left. So it's really visual where you are. All right, so let's bring in our embellishments. I have some rhinestones here. We're going to add some rhinestones as well as some of those silver embellishments from the festive pearls. I think that's what they're called. So let's add one of these ones down. Now, if you're interested to see what's going on in On Stage, make sure you keep following me. I'm going to try and do catch a little bit of video while I'm at On Stage. But during the weekend, both on Saturday and Sunday, you can see my card swap videos. So I'm doing a 3D project swap as well as a card swap. So you can catch those on Saturday and Sunday here on my YouTube channel. And I'm so excited to be swapping with fellow demonstrators over the weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. And when I get back, I'll be able to show you guys all the swaps that I made with other demonstrators, which is always so good to get so many different ideas and concepts with your stamping. So there we have it. That is this week's card for Create with Tracy for Thursday. This is the card that is part of my bundle tutorial, so it's just one of the tutorials. There is so many, and that is free with any order using my hostess code, which is in the description of this video. If you're interested in purchasing any of the products here, you can do so in my online store. That is also listed below in a clickable link. And yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed today's card. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd love it if you left me a comment. If you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. And thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me today. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.